Hi, what we have for you today is one of the most highly anticipated car launches for 2017. I'm AG Puyat, Editor-at-Large of Autobuyers Philippines, and we're here with the brand spanking new Lexus LC500. Let's ride. Okay, so we're aboard the new Lexus LC500. And some things to know about the car. Well, Lexus spent the good part of about 5 years developing, designing, and also teasing the public with its new halo car. And the LC500 is the new kid on the block for Lexus that they hope will bring that to the brand. The car follows the traditional sports car formula of having a big engine in front. So Lexus uses a 5-liter V8. It's rear-wheel drive, and the cabin design is a 2+2. Seating space in the back, but well, maybe full-size adults won't really want to be there. But still, you get that 2+2 setup, so it makes for a very comfortable grand tour. The LC500 in the sheet metal is a very attractive, very evocative piece of machinery. So the first thing that really grabs your attention with the LC500 is how good the car looks in person. You gotta admire how Lexus transformed the design from the concept car into the street. It's like they literally took the drawing or took the mold, went to production, and bam, it's now here. It's in the sheet metal. We get to drive it and experience it true to how Lexus originally introduced the concept. The styling is just wow. It just draws your eye to the curves, to the sharp angles. The rear, the fenders are really wide, and man, if you see this car in the street, you're just gonna gawk at it. You just can't help but look at it. So what we have here is a bona fide brute sounding V8, but Lexus has managed to tune it to varying degrees. So if you're just cruising on the highway or you're just, driving on your way home, it's nice and relaxed and it's quiet. But if you want to overtake, then you hear the engine. It gets a little louder and it gets you engaging. Now, if you really want to have fun, then you dial up the driving mode to Sport or Sport Plus, and the engine just kicks up to a higher pitch sound, which is really engaging. It sounds more racy. It sounds more, it gets a blood flowing, and you gotta commend Lexus for that. And also, a world first for a production car is the 10-speed transmission that we find here. Wow, there was a time when 6 forward gears was all you needed, but Lexus swapped in a 10-speed transmission that responds beautifully. It's very responsive, and the sound that it creates when you do a downshift is just glorious. I love doing those downshifts, and you hear the blips. And of course, how can you not love this interior? This cabin is probably one of the best, if not the best, in the industry. In fact, Lexus has won awards for design, and one of them is for the best sports car interior or interior. Climbing in, you immediately feel that you're in a very expensive car. In fact, you'll feel that when you're inside the LC500, you'd think this car was worth twice of what they asked for it. For instance, you have these nice to touch leather upholstery. The surfaces, the roof line is covered in Alcantara, suede-like material. The gaps and tolerances are just exacting. The fit, the finish, top notch. And then you have these dramatic details found on the door sills. You have these lines which remind you of architectural design that just breaks from the mold. And of course, as good as it is, the LC500 is not perfect. And for starters, it is a heavy car. I think it weighs in excess of 4,200 pounds, and for a sports car, well, that's on the heavy side. You do feel it when you're really pushing the car and attacking the turns, but overall it retains decent handling. You'll have fun in it. Also, if there's another thing that Lexus could improve upon with the LC500, it's the placement of these controls. The one you have on the right changes the driving behavior. You can dial up more sportiness by clicking up, and then you can benefit from more fuel efficiency if you dial eco, or if you just want to cruise in comfort. It's nice to have that, but the placement of the control is unnatural. You'll have to reach forward, and if you're driving, if you're pushing the car, you don't want your hands to be out of the wheel for a long time. So I'd prefer it if they put it somewhere here in the steering wheel, or maybe here by the center console. That would make for operation that more easier. Being a luxury brand, Lexus has equipped the LC with a lot of tech features. Now that's a plus when it comes to a high-end sports car. But the LC500 has the tendency to be too complicated, like with the touchpad we have here. Some features are just too embedded into the system that when you're driving or when you're cruising on the highway, it's pretty much hard to access. So maybe for future renditions of the LC, some functions could be, just one button access away. The touchpad, as nice and as elegant a feature as it is to have on a car, and overall, it's just nice to be in. Thank you for watching. Visit us on our website, autobuyers.ph, and please like us on Facebook and also follow us on Instagram. Catch you next time, guys. Thank you for watching.